man.
Oh no! Oh no!
Alrighty, we're gonna be pacing. Yes, you must use the pit access road to exit the pits, but not enter. Choose cone is not going to be used on the initial start, so don't worry about it. You're also passing the pace car. Pace car is going in this time. And we're green. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't count everybody. Everybody, why are you on the wall already? You can go on the apron, you just can't cut the corner. Off the wall. There won't be a caution, one car incident. This is how it is in real life. I did look that up a bit. So it isn't too far off. No, only to exit the pits. Because of where Pikes exit is, it's extremely hard to actually, you know, go above both. That's why there's that white line there, basically. There's like 2 white lines down there, that's why I put them both there. Currently, Rep is leading at the moment, followed by Wolf, Will, and Feed. The interval hasn't changed too much. 2 cars involved because he got turned. If we have another incident within the next 2 laps, a caution will come out. The stages are 40, 40, 45, so that means stage 1 will end on 41. Well, at least when a counter says 41. And stage 2 will end on lap 81. I am watching the back of the pack a little bit here, keeping an eye on the front pack as well. We are almost getting close to 10 laps into the race, 3 more laps till then. Berger and Will both slow down a tremendous amount. This is one track you're allowed to go to the grass in, with a few exceptions to that rule, which include this front stretch area. Into turn 1, basically. Turn 1 is the exception to that rule, where you're like, you can't obviously go all the way down to the inside wall because of that pit access road. You're limited to the grass and a perimeter around the track. Yeah, it requires you to slow down a lot. So right now, 6 seconds seems to be the difference between the leader and the main field. Wolf is right there in the middle, only about almost 2 seconds behind. He's still maintaining a 2-second gap in the past 3 laps, roughly. We round up because that's what we do. Feed is the outlier. Not exactly sure what happened there. We'll see about maybe 2 pit stops during the first stage. I think 2 pit stops per stage is going to be the key here, even the third stage, because the third stage isn't much longer. I think this will turn into fuel mileage if all of y'all are going to be pitting between lap 15 to 17, only because of the 45 laps of stage 3. It just depends how much fuel you use up. Nah, the gap actually grew into the past 2 laps. It used to be a 6.6, now it's a 6.9. Nice. Feed's kind of keeping pace. He's still 9 seconds back. He was 9 seconds back 3 laps ago. Seems like a late race caution would be the thing to ruin a green flag run. Otherwise, we kind of have our sights seen where everybody's running at the moment. It's the exit of the turns is what seems to be slowing everybody down between gaining in these corners. Because they're trying to stay off the wall. Does seem like Wolf has gained time there. That's going to bring him about a second gap. Oh, I called it 2. It was a second gap. AJ is seeming to keep pace with Rep at the moment. Feed has lost a second time. Pit stop should be happening here within the next few laps. Seems to be taking longer than projected. This could very easily also turn into a one-stop stage as well, depending on your fuel strategy. Yeah, the fuel strategy. The only difference is turning it into a one-stop risks yet not having enough at the end of the stage. Everybody currently is in the pits besides 3 drivers. Make that 2 drivers. 2 drivers remain on the track. That is Rep and AJ. Everybody else is in the pits. And coming back out on track here soon. Yes, they are doing that at the moment. We must remain on the access road in order to safely exit the pits. From there on, you can merge wherever. It does seem like everybody has made it out of the pits safely. Except for Berger, who has managed to flip on the access road, which is off the track, so there won't be a caution. He only got on his side. Not exactly sure what happened there, that was caught late. Rep and AJ are the last 2 cars. Everybody else seems to be 1 or 2 laps down. So AJ at the moment is in the pits. Stage points is what's gonna help right now. In the battle at the moment, in the point standings itself, is between Feed and Striker, and Feed and Striker are only separated by 1 position at the moment according to the leaderboard. On the track, however, they're separated by a corner. And stage points is going to give the leverage because they are, one is 5 above, the other is 5 below. Seems like Rep is at the moment in his pit box. But you gotta be careful of that triangle that's down there on the inside of the access road. And we got 2 cars around. If we have any further incidents, a caution will come out because it has been some time since that initial incident all the way back there on lap 7. It was a 2-car incident, it's 3 cars for a caution. Cautions will tighten up though towards the end of each stage, only because by then everybody gets stretched out. The longer the run, the more stricter the cautions are. Just so that way we can have these longer runs. Wolf is the leader. Three cars are marked a lap down. Striker gets turned slightly, he saves it. So 3 cars are definitely off the pace, and 2 of those cars are the cutoff line cars. The other car in this mixed burger isn't as worried about that cutoff line because he isn't that desperate for points. Yeah, you'd only be in a situation like that if, yeah. Yeah, I see that. Now, if Feed and Striker were both above Burger and in contention, both of them for higher stage points in both stages, then that would give something Burger to worry about if Burger wasn't in the stage running of points. Because at the moment, according to the scoring pylon, yes, Will and Wolf's positions were changed around because Will did score 2 points. That put him up 1 point above Wolf. So that scoring pylon is wrong on that end. That would make, actually, yeah, Wolf would be the one in worry about where he is, but he's the leader right now. That is a caution due to caution rules. It has been just a little bit extra laps, but that will go warning to the caution causer. So complete the lap you're on and just get behind the pace car again. Oh wait, no, you just stay where you're at then on the front stretch because the pace car will just follow around. So let me just wall right here really quickly up to you. By the way, pace car does not have the appropriate setups for this track, and I just fucking killed Burger. Pits are open this time. Pace beat is going to be slow for this track. No, you do not. Access road for pit entrance isn't going to be used because look where it merges at. It doesn't merge close enough to pit entrance. Oh, I was supposed to say everybody who's a lap down can't pit right now, which they did. So now if they are pitting, they can go, obviously. Which I think they're watching the stream, so. I'm gonna stop in the exit of turn 2. No, this will not give them their lap back, although the leaderboard will give it their lap back because they did an extra lap. So I'll know to set them back to their appropriate laps. Except for Striker, who is in the position to get the lap back. Pace car's right here. I'll move up a little more since that's where the thing is. So this will help Striker out. According to the points as they run, only for counting stage 1 points only, this does not include final race points. If the stage were to end right now, the gap between Striker and Feed would close by only 1 point, so that would put Striker 4 points below the cutoff and Feed 4 points above. If this was the end of stage 2 and the stage 1 finish was the same, then, oh yeah, we're choosing this time, by the way, since we're only right here. But this would then put this gap 3 points difference. I'll be going extra slow because this is where we're choosing, and yes, choose cone rules apply, so if you get through it, you're to the back. That means over that orange box, which Striker did. So Striker is to the back because he went through the center. Alright, oh shit, just ignore what I'm doing. I'll go right here. Green flag is in the air. As soon as I get the car parked, I will go and... So I'm unable to see what's going on all the way back there. Let me just hold this pace car. There we go. Alright, we're back green the lap after the restart. A little mess up there with the pace car, but it's alright. AJ is now the new leader. Rep currently has the most laps led at the moment. This has been since his Rep's pit stop, which happened, I believe, on lap 23, I'm going to go with. So Rep had led basically 23 laps in this race. Minus maybe a few, give or take. And then Wolf led the rest, which was only about 35. I'm gonna go about 12. Feed got turned into the inside wall, saves it, comes back up the track and out of the way of everybody else. Almost gets hit by Striker. Stage is ending in 3 laps. 3 out of 3 to go in the stage. So Wolf has led 10. Rep has led 23. So it looks like AJ, if he leads to the end of the stage, he will have led at that point 7. Berger is the lap down, he's only wanting to get his lap back, and if he gets his lap back this time, that means Feed will be unlapped during the caution. So Berger is only fighting to get back on the lead lap. And the caution comes out now. So that will mark the end of stage 1. I will pace the field to the backstretch, and that's where we'll stop. Alright, we'll stop right here so I can note down stage and that. Burger, I don't know what he's going. Alright, we will be choosing. And going green this time. Pace car's the only one that should be going through the center. And I froze there a little bit. Alright. AJ, slow down a bit. Because I need to make my way down there. And green flag is back into the air. Caution will come back out for the incident on the restart. Pits will be closed for this caution, so we're just gonna wait for the pace car to catch up. As the pace car, you know, spins out as usual. Let me get situated here. So we're choosing this time yet again. Once my game stops freezing, you know, the usual. Going extra slow through the choose cone, just so people have time to choose. Burger did choose the outside lane. Jesus, game, not a good time to be freezing again. I'm going down to the apron, getting my way into pits so I can record this restart. And the green flag is back out in the air for stage 2. Seems like everybody had a better start to that stage. Burger goes really high, misses up his entry to corner. That's going to Rep to get back to the lead, but Burger's going to get a good run off of that because he had the high lane advantage as a crossover feed. Rep's going to go back to the bottom again and try to cross over him, which is going to work. Burger gets a horrible exit from corner on turn 4. Puts him back with everybody else, but Will looks like pushes Wolf way low down to the apron. And Burger's back with Rep again. Will and Wolf side by side. Burger's in the mix, and here comes Striker and AJ up. Will's inside. Everybody's on the lead lap, so this is all gain for everybody. Except for Rep, who could only lose right now. The only gain he would really have would be just getting a bigger distance between the two, but he's in first. Burger's second. You can't get any better than first. It is now between Burger and Rep this time. We don't see Wolf up here yet. For the first stage, the battle is between Rep and Burger. Rep and Wolf was in the first stage, the battle for the lead. Now it's Burger and Rep, with Rep leading. Burger into the inside, sends it deep. Isn't going to get a good exit though. Won't complete the pass there, but if he has a repeat of that, he might be able to, and Rep takes his line, so that forces Burger high and losing a lot of time. But Burger can now get on the gas a little sooner, doesn't, and they equalize out. Berger sends it deep again, but from the bottom. That's going to mess up his corner, send him high, and he's going to lose even more time. Rep makes a little contact with the wall there. Now it is Rep and Berger kind of separated each other, and then separated from Berger is the pack of now 5. They were separated slightly. Seems like this battle for the lead has calmed down a bit. We're going to watch back for the pack. It is between AJ and Wolf still since the restart. This track is pretty hard. Is hard at times to pass on because the crossover is present, but the crossover also doesn't work 100% of the time. It does seem like Berger is losing time on Rep now. So, contact between AJ, Will, and Wolf. Almost was a caution there, but everybody did continue from that. There will be verbal towards Wolf as a notion to be more careful about cars around him. Feed is now taking over Wolf's position, but Wolf's still there to pounce on it. Will's now in the mix to take Feed's spot as he hooks the bottom line. That is, I think, the first car all day that's done that, and ended up working out for him really well. And Feed gets into Will. No caution for that as it's a one-car incident. That is a warning towards Feed. The gap between Berger and Rep has been juggling around 2.1 to 2.3 the past few laps. And now that pack of 5 is now really just not really pack at all. Everybody's very spaced out. There can be a potential battle for third place between Wolf and AJ. The last 2 running positions also could have a potential battle if the 2 can reform, which it seems that they have. And the battle for the lead, which still retains. Actually, Berger gained a lot there. He gained a whole second. Gonna lose it out of the exit of turn 2. What seems to be is that both Rep's definitely got this track down. He knows the line he needs to run. And then the toss-up is really between Berger and Wolf on who really knows this track best. Stage 1 went Wolf's way. Worked out really well for him getting up front. But now he has lost a lot of time, almost a whole backstretch length distance. And it seems that Berger is in the pits. We are halfway in the stage. So his idea of pitting right now is not a wrong move. And it seems we also have more cars in the pits. Both Striker and Feed are in the pits. That puts 4 cars on the track right now. Because AJ is now on the down pit road, I believe. No, that is actually Rep. Rep's in the pits. Berger's now exiting the pits. He's going to merge right behind Wolf, which is our current leader. Berger is a lap down. And Wolf's in the pits. So that will give Berger his lap back. However, Will and AJ are right behind. AJ with the lead. Still a tight battle here. Over halfway to the stage. Some drivers are on halfway still, and they yet to cross the finish line to cross over to that halfway mark. Wolf is exiting the pits now. I'll throw him behind AJ. So that means Will is the leader. As looks like AJ stays out yet again. Berger makes contact with the wall there. Cautions have now returned back to strict, as everybody is now basically spread out. Nobody's really battling with each other at the moment. You're either in the pits or you're separated by about 10 car lengths. And AJ looks like he was pitting there and missed pit road. So that will allow Rep to catch him very fast, and now cost AJ a lot of time and positions. Pit cycle has not cycled out yet. Will crosses on lap 67 still. AJ looking to now make it down pit road. Will now crosses the line again, lap 68. Or lap 67, actually. It is lap 68 now. Striker going very slow there, and Feed runs into the back of him. Feed using the access road, doesn't go in the pits. Will still has yet to pit. If Will doesn't pit from now to the end of the stage, which he should have to pit still. And if Will was going to go in that time, well, Wolf messed that up for him. Rep's currently the laps leader. He has led the most laps so far. As we approach almost 50 to go, looks like Will is trying to make his way down pit road right now. Which he does successfully. He had to slow down a lot in turn 4 to try to get down there because he was to the outside of Wolf throughout the corner, so he was very slow. We do have a pack of 3. Gonna watch to see how this plays out between them. 3 cars do remain a lap down until pit stop cycle through. Seems that Will is now out of pits. Berger's to the lead now. We are currently at 7 laps to go in the stage. This puts Stryker back in the primal position to get stage points. Just like the last stage. This means he can close the gap on feet, but, however, this would mean that he would also have to maintain a finishing gap between him and feet to ensure that he moves on, if the stage cell ended this way. That will go past a verbal all the way up to a warning for that incident there between Rep and AJ, directed towards Rep. So it is currently Berger in the lead. No, it's actually Rep in the lead at the moment. It's a battle between Rep and Berger yet again in this stage. We still have yet to see from Wolf. Wolf appears to be back there with feed. We do have another incident in this stage. The caution will come out. That'll most likely end the stage as well. It is still between with Rep and Berger. Berger is currently leading, followed by Rep. Berger goes up into the wall but slows down a lot. It's going to cost him there a little bit, but he still maintains that distance. And Rep goes down into Berger. They're both going to lose a lot of time there, but keep her going. We're at 2 to go, so pit road is closed. As we're coming to the white flag this time for the end of stage 2. It's when that top 5, and it looks like Stryker is right there. If Stryker gets passed by the leaders, that means AJ and Feed will be both forced a lap down to end the stage. Stryker is on pit road. That is the end of the stage right now. So the caution's going to come out right now. Do not go all the way around. So I don't know where Berger's going. We are back for stage 3. I did not record until now, but 3 wide for the lead. And Feed gets turned around. My game is frozen. Couldn't exactly tell what happened there. Wolf did save it. Feed was the only one involved to give another incident within the next few laps, then it'll turn over to a caution. Battles between AJ and Berger at the moment. Feed is the only lapped car, so Stryker at the moment, because he did not get stage points and neither did Feed, that puts Stryker 4 points below. So that means Stryker needs to be 5 points above Feed. Actually, let me see here. Oh, well, that's not. So the caution will come out for that. That'll put Feed back on the lead lap. Not yet, of course. Everybody should stop there on the backstretch so I can get back there. Pits will be closed this time, so I'll be choosing this time. So we're going to throw it under red flag for cars having to go and temporarily leave. I'll give Feed his lap back. But at the moment, with feed at the rear, Striker needs to be in this situation. Striker would be only, let me see here. Striker would only be 1 below the cutoff if this is how the race ended. And he would be tied with feed if he finished 3rd and feed finished 7th. But in that situation, because Striker would be finishing higher than feed, Striker would overcome the tie and lead the tie, putting Striker above the cutoff line. So Striker needs the hope that feed stays in 7th and that he gets to 2nd. Not only that, actually no, if Striker got the 2nd, because there is a 2-point gap between 3rd and 2nd, that would not end up in a tie. So Striker needs to get 2nd and feed needs to get last for this to work. Actually, the best finish possible right now between Striker is either finishing 1st or 2nd. If Striker wins the race, he's locked in. That would knock feed out. If Striker finishes 2nd, feed has to be a minimum of 6th. So technically Striker's in a must-win situation, but he isn't. If Striker finishes 2nd, feed must be either 6th or 7th at the end of the race when they cross the line. If Striker obviously wins, then feed's eliminated. Unless feed somehow is able to gain enough points onto, I believe it is Wolf. Yeah, Wolf. Which would also put Will a little bit in jeopardy, but right now the cars that are safe for the next round include the 16, the 9, and the 86, and potentially Will as well. The main cars right now is the 87 and the 09. The 24 will be eliminated from this, so the real focus is the cutoff line. If everyone's back, we could continue pacing. Let me check. Oh no, Rep's doing a thing. We're waiting on feed at the moment. With Rep securing stage points if he does DNF, Rep will not be tossed below the cutoff line in any chance because of how many points above he is. So the only battle is feed and Striker. Give or take Wolf and Will. That'll just depend though. That means Wolf and Will both have to finish in the 1st and 2nd position. But with stage points, that obviously tossed that out the window, basically. The only realistic battle right now is feed and Striker because both of them have gotten either no stage points or 1 stage point. Everybody else above those two have gotten a lot of stage points, putting them higher than feed and Striker. exactly sure. Let me check race chat. So it appears Rep will be out of this motorsporting event. I'll move his car over to a safe part on the track, aka pit road, or actually the garage since there's room. We'll clean that up. So Rep will do enough but make it through into the round of 6. Well, now this tosses it up to now that Rep seemed to be the only driver that thoroughly understood this track, so now it could be between both Berger and Wolf. Gotta check with the drivers to make sure everybody is ready. The choose cone, I'll drive through the center, everybody else cannot. Looks like everybody in the back chose the outside, everybody up front chose the inside. So we are going green this time now. Change that to caution. I'll try to make it down to pit road and green flag comes out. Will is the active leader at the moment. Not sure exactly what happened there on the restart. When I looked, Wolf was turned around. So Wolf is extremely off pace at the moment. Will is all the way down to the inside wall. He'll be asked to give time. Striker now takes second. The worst finish Feet can get is 6th. Striker now to the lead. So, this means now Striker needs to finish his first or second. So he's doing just that right now, being in second. Battling with Berger at the moment. AJ in the lead. Wolf shouldn't have to worry very much because he got a tremendous amount of stage points. He's pretty much locked in, so is Will. AJ is already locked in. Berger is basically locked in on points alone. If Striker does finish second though, that knocks Feed out. However, actually, Striker needs to win right now because of how far Wolf is behind. Feed is in 5th. That means finishing second, or Feed finishing 5th will not cut it. That would actually throw, if Feed finished 5th, ooh. So wall clip, if we have another further incident, that'll throw the caution. So if Striker finishes second, that'll tie him with Feed if Feed stays in 5th. But that'll give Striker the advantage and put Striker into the playoffs. Because Striker not only had a higher finish, had higher finishes in the stages, because he finished 5th, and that'll throw a caution. be time to re-rack. Oh, Burger is right behind me, so I'll just stop right here. Actually, I should probably stop further back a little bit, but now pits are going to be open, actually. So this will throw Wolf back into the mix once AJ comes back up here. Alright, we'll be pacing now. Pits are open this time. Everybody is permitted now to pit at the same time since nobody is a lap down. So I'll accelerate all the way around the track until the exit of turn number 2. Now we get to watch a little pit stop action here. The curved pit lane exit. And it looks like Wolf will win the race off pit road. And that's because you hit that triangle. The triangle, I don't know why it's positioned like that. I thought I had fixed it. No. It's not a wedge. No. Making it a triangle. Alright, we are now... We are now choosing this time. I will be going slow only on purpose to give everybody a chance to choose. Alright, we're going green this time. Make way down and out of the way of everybody, and green flag is back out. As Wolf leads the field in the green. Into the wall goes everybody behind them. Ooh, and they're wrecking back there, but they save it. Feed cannot get another warning, because that would put him a green flat, a drive-through under the green. So that is something he must avoid. Everybody else hasn't reached that far yet in terms of warnings. That could also post him almost a lap down too. And it looks like Wolf and Burger are getting into it up front here. Both into the grass. We're on the backstretch and into turns 3 and 4. Cost Wolf the most amount of time there. Feed is in the grass. Game froze a little bit there as we reach almost, as we're now starting lap 100. Now it is fuel mileage. Because of the last pit stop, if you make that on fuel, it's a miracle. But I highly doubt anybody will make it on fuel. The longest we had somebody good was Rep with 23 laps before pitting. Or actually, that's when he pit, was 23 laps into his run. Technically, he pitted on the 23rd lap that he didn't complete yet. So he pitted with completing 22 full laps. We shouldn't see anybody go that far. So we expect everybody to start relatively pitting between lap 18 to 21. That's about as far as you can go. according to the fuel mileage charts. Berger and Wolf are leading the field. AJ has a lot of time over Feed. Feed is closest to Will, who's behind. Large gap in the leaders, shorter gap in the bottom three. Berger is still pulling away, carrying Wolf relatively with him. Wolf is still losing time. Now, if you were to pit about right now, you would make it to the end of the race. I'll make sure. Obviously, pits are open at the moment. Because pitting from now will keep you to going to the end of the race, depending on how you save your fuel. And obviously with cautions. Feed has caught AJ. Striker has gotten around Will. Right now, Feed just wants to stay within a position around Striker to keep him below that cutoff. Obviously, more position gaining on him. Gain ahead of him would be better. Feed takes a really bottom entrance, and so does AJ, but Feed's going to get away with it. They're still battling back to the back for the 5th position. Looks like Berger's lead has kind of short-come a bit. Seems like the field has caught back up a little bit. So he isn't too far gone. The difference between him and Wolf has shortened, actually. But it might be lengthened now. That it is. 6/10 was lost by Wolf. Seems like AJ is now caught back up to Wolf here, or is getting there, at least. We're going to be seeing people pit here relatively soon. Keep in mind, everybody's going to have to pit before the end of this race. So even pitting right now would save you. It seems like Berger is taking the opportunity to pit now. He will make it to the end of the race. It seems like everybody else in the very back of the pack has also pitted. Looks like Feed is making his way to pits. He has a horrible pit entrance. That'll cost him a lot of time there. Berger's making his way out of the pits now. Berger is behind significantly. Behind Wolf, actually. If you remember back further into the race when the race leader did pit and came back out and was right behind the current race leader. And was able to get around him. Now, at this point in the race, the original race leader before pits is significantly behind the leader who's currently leading the race during pits. Yet again, that person also was in second. So right now, the cars that haven't pitted yet are that of Wolf and AJ. And Wolf is making his way into the pits relatively slowly, but makes it down there nonetheless, a lot faster than some other cars. That means AJ is the leader and Berger's right behind him. A caution could very well screw everybody's race over. Unless they are smart enough to stay out of the pits because of how many laps of fuel they still have left. And cautions are strict at the moment. Wolf did come out of the pits right now. He is behind Berger. AJ in the pits. So Berger resumes the lead. Or will resume the lead once he circles back around. Berger resumes the lead now. Large gap over Wolf. This will throw AJ back into third. Well ahead of the fourth place of Will. So now there's no more caution separating us from the end of the race. Now it's simply track position. All Berger has to do is either pray for no cautions, and Striker is around. So that will be a caution. The only reason for the caution is because we have 2 cars around at the moment. But that one car was around right in front of the leader. Here, I'll back up to the leaders here without doing the old spinneroo here. And because of the timing of this, we will be going green this time. If we have another caution, then pits will be open, only because pit cycle finished up just now. And it seems like at the moment, Feed and Striker are both the lapped cars in this situation. I think everybody is ready. Alright, so we are choosing this time, and according to the scoreboard, Feed isn't a lap down. He did indeed cross ahead of Berger. Although he didn't end up, you know, going all the way around, which we won't have that happen. And I'll put also Striker on the lead lap. In order for Striker to get into the round of 6, Feed has to finish no higher than 6th if Striker plans on not winning this race, and Striker would then need to finish 2nd. And if Striker wins the race, then Feed is knocked out regardless. So the least position that Striker has to finish in order to get in is second, with Feed actually in fifth. We are choosing this time. We'll be going green with 4 laps to go. Choosing this time. People are going past the pace car there. Pace car is going in. And we're back green. Oh, and I got rid of race mode temporarily on accident. But that's okay, everything resumed back to normal. Everybody up there against the wall, and 2 cars are hooked together. And not moving, that is a caution. Pits will be open this time, as per said from the last caution. Let me change that title up at the top. That's supposed to say next time. Here, I'll do it again one more time. There we go. If no one's pitting, then we'll just go green this time. So we're just waiting on feed. That means it'll be a green-white checkered. Not in overtime now. If AJ's back. Alright, choosing this time. If you're choosing, do not pass the pace car, by the way. Because then that'll just throw you hard and I'll have to still turn down there regardless. You don't need to speed up. Feed will be AJ will be the only car in the top lane. And here we go for the green flag. Berger leads him back to the green. Down the backstretch, into turns 3 and 4. If they reach the white flag, that is the race. The white flag will come out, next flag ends the race. The caution will come out, but that'll be the end of the race.